Thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome back! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, a bleeding Hollywood home on a budget, and throughout this week, we're jumping with the stars, earning our keep in the workforce by playing for keeps and selecting the types of careers we want, with a little touch of Hollywood inspiration. This providing more of that than the other 4 reviews we've done this week. And for good reason. Our final career is in the entertainment industry, which even though I've never been to Hollywood, I know for certain is so wide and varied, and especially in Hollywood these days, so troubled that it's hard to pinpoint which career you would want in the entertainment industry. So to simplify everything, let's narrow it down to about an underrated gateway in that industry. Underrated in the sense that you would want to work there a long time, and make that the ultimate final destination for your career, provided that you don't suffer a fatal freak accident. That would be working at a movie theater, and I'll set the stage. It's spring, summer 2003. You're a concession attendant, projectionist, door person, janitor, wherever, whoever. And you're awaiting throngs of fans who can't wait to laugh at Jim Carrey, dream with Morgan Freeman, and drool over Jennifer Aniston. I can't blame any of you. She's hot. Still is. He's holy. Depending on who you talk to now, was holy. Are the stars of Universal Pictures' Bruce Almighty a match made in heaven? That I'll leave up to you because I've never seen it. Or Evan Almighty for that matter. The sequel with Steve Carell and Lon Graham. But I do know that Entertainment Weekly and I are a match made in heaven, and I look forward to continuing this love connection rooted in my childhood that I never got to properly cultivate when I was a kid. That was until 2 fine days of shopping at Unique Thrift Store in Patterson hooked me up big time. This is the April 25th, 2003 double issue featuring the summer movie preview. Bruce Almighty's frontlining the thing. But at the top, we also have here SWAT, Charlie's Angels 2, Full Throttle, The Matrix 2, Keely. At the very least, it gave us Bennifer, so. X2, X-Men United, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider 2, and I'll give you a few more. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, Down with Love, Hollywood Homicide, Malibu's Most Wanted, and The Sims? No, not The Sims. There's no Sims movie in development yet. This is just a 2-page advertisement for the superstar-oriented Sims expansion pack, where your Sims get to live the life of Riley in Hollywood. See your name in lights, and the rest of you in the tabloids. We actually went through a little Sims phase of our own here at TSR. I'll link the playlist downstairs, but that phase has since been retired. Now on to the multi-month summer movie preview. From May to August. Complete with behind-the-scenes photos, a calendar rounding up all the films featured in this expanded article, and a look ahead to the summer '04 in the movies. Bruce Nolan and his girlfriend Grace. That would be Jim Carrey and Jennifer Aniston, looking rather angelic as the, I'll have to say, better half of the God couple in Bruce Almighty. Both of them talking about this being a departure from the usual fare. For Jim Carrey, it was a resurgence to becoming once again a comedian of champions. For Jennifer Aniston, it was a fine opportunity for her to, not pigeonhole herself as being that chick in romantic comedies. This is a divine comedy, if you want to call it that. For me, not that divine because I haven't seen it. They talk about their chemistry. They talk about the film's plot, how they connect to it, and how it's destined to do at the box office. And that's really the thing for all of the movies highlighted here, including a few for the whole family, like Finding Nemo, a Disney Pixar classic, an Academy Award winner, and, believe it or not, Disney's only animated offering of the summer of 2003. Thank goodness the box office records and the Oscar validated their timing. Up next, Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. And while all credit has to be given to Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, and Bernie Mac, I still kick myself for wondering why Demi Moore, playing Madison Lee, the fallen angel in this sequel, the angel that turned to the dark side, took a lot of flack for having a body like that, and why we gave it to her in the first place. What are we, barbarians? Heck, we're barbarians for liking Demi Moore for a reason so obvious it's in plain sight. We're barbarians if we don't like her and throw her some unnecessary shade. Damned if we do, damned if we don't. But you know what? I'd rather be a barbarian with my head held high and develop a crush on Demi Moore for the right reasons. And the painfully, gorgeously obvious ones. Anyway, here we have an ad for 20 cars in 20 days on Wheel of Fortune, a sweepstakes they held to give away a Lincoln or Mercury every weekday for 20 days. Watch to find out how to enter, that's all cool. Now on to the real catalyst for this review. Secrets of the multiplex, specifically the little quirks and ins and outs of working at the Moviegoer Egyptian 24 in Baltimore, Maryland.
Ancient Egypt. Land of the Pharaohs. Mysterious. Awe-inspiring. But unless you have an apartment on the Nile, a little out of the way. Until now. Now there's Moviegoer Egyptian 24 theaters, a new wonder of the modern world. The Moviegoer Egyptian 24 is designed in a grand style that would make King Tut feel right at home. There are 24 wall-to-wall screens with stadium seating and digital sound. There's a supervised children's playroom to keep the kids busy while you enjoy the show. Munch on your all-time movie favorites or enjoy a freshly baked pizza, crunchy chicken breasts, and more. Don't forget to book your corporate events and birthday parties in our grand and luxurious private rooms. Valet parking is available as well. Check out showtimes and buy your tickets online at movieco.com. The Moviegoer Egyptian 24 is America's most beautiful movie theater and is located at the intersection of the Baltimore-Washington Parkway and Route 100. Experience a night on the town, Egyptian style, at the Moviegoer Egyptian 24. Moviegoer Theaters, the world's premier movie experience.
So now that you know what's inside that grand facade, here's what you're really getting. Marquees that don't tell the whole story, trailers that can sometimes tell the entire thing in 2.5 minutes or less, which may or may not be a public service to you depending on the type of movie they're promoting. Employee theft, where movies really come from, that projection booth, and who managed the darn thing, who probably may not have a life, no say to them. The rather peculiar habits of the average American moviegoer. All this being summarized into a few hieroglyphics, some numerical stats, facts about Baltimore's Egyptian 24, right here. So the next time you go to Moviegoer Egyptian 24 and you see any of these things taking place, talk to the manager. And please, I pray that manager doesn't have the I want to talk to the manager, as they say, Karen persona and or hairdo, or you'd be in for a world of hurt. Along the same lines we have here, essential moviegoer etiquette. Shut the blank up. We've all seen those policy trailers in movie theaters, big and small. I binge them from time to time, and they go a little something like this. Stay silent. Keep your body parts to yourself. No outside food. Respect one's space, and no crying babies in the theater. Take them to the lobby. Anyone who violates the rules and has the guts to talk about them, those stories are found here. Willie, EW staff was talking about them in horror stories. A chance via Target.com to win an almighty trip to the world premiere Bruce Almighty, hobnobbing with Jim Carrey and Morgan Freeman, who played God. And if there was a more divine casting in this field, other than, well, her, I want to know what that is. If you won that trip and got close to either or, on the other side of the red carpet, let me know. I doubt anyone will ever get close to Jennifer Aniston ever again, because some lunatic decided to drive his car through the gates of her Bel Air home and now faces either 3 years in state prison or a trip to the mental bin. Thanks a lot. This is why we can't have nice dates. This is why we can't have a selfie with Jennifer Aniston! A selfie with Jennifer Aniston is now on par with a selfie with Beyonce or, dare I say it, Taylor Swift. It's a complete wash. Family Guy, Volume 1, Seasons 1 and 2, hell yeah! Today DVD, tomorrow total world domination, and some freaking sweet world domination at that. Link below if you want to see my video for that. An ad from Polo Jeans giving you 2 weeks notice, really between April 24th to May 8th, to buy $75 worth of Polo Jeans and get a free copy of 2 weeks notice on DVD by mail with Sandra Bullock and Hugh Grant. I'd rather go for Hanes. A social experiment series dating back to the 18th century on PBS, Manor House. If they revived the show and set it in Downton Abbey, nobody would want to get voted off, no matter how hard the suits at PBS may try. But they got their own problems to deal with right now. Prayers go up. The Ladies' Man. Ever heard of Firestone Tires? Andrew Firestone is the heir to the throne, and at the time, the third bachelor destined to score. Here he is doing his thing with the suitors of his choice. Man, Mike Fleiss and Chris Harrison wanted to go all out for the 3rd season of their seminal dating competition. Here's the friend of the day, Charlie, a charming paleontologist played by Asa Tyler, who's caught in a love triangle of her own between Ross and Joey. That would be Asa Tyler having a 5-episode guest arc on Friends. The second African-American actress to have a significant guest spot of her own. Gabrielle Union was her predecessor. David Schwimmer gets a shout-out for signing a deal with NBC to develop and direct shows for the network. And finally, a who's who of stars coming out to play on Celebrity Jeopardy! Jeff Probst, Vivica A. Fox, Wayne Brady, my dear Paige Davis of Trading Spaces, Ashton Kutcher, and Lauren Graham of Gilmore Girls. I'm still not a Gilmore Girls fan per se, but slowly and surely I'm developing a flame for Lorelai. She's so hot, and the kind of class that girl next door you want to take home to mom. Just be careful doing so around dad. You're gonna flip over this one. 5 out of 5 claps. That's entertainment. Well, all the grit and the grime, especially if you walk in a movie theater, is worth all the glitz and glamour. And really, if you were never properly financially compensated, and the only thing you ever got out of it was a date with Jennifer Aniston, God willing, give me overtime. Overtime! Yes, I said overtime. Triple overtime for Courtney Cox. But that's another story. Have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.